everybody. Jimmy with tothetopcrane here. Today is going to be an interesting one for sure. We're going to do some stuff I've never done before. And, I mean, you guys may see some stuff that's dangerous. Stuff that is unconventional as it pertains to the world of cranes. Such as the life of taxi crane service or crane rental. So let's give you a backstory. 2 weeks ago today, we had a catastrophic flood in the south side of our town, or our city. And what it was is there's a creek that is, I don't know how many miles long it is. It's irrelevant. It dumps into the Missouri River right down here a little ways. But we got about 7 inches of rain in a few hours. And this creek has huge old cottonwood trees and just a lot of big trees growing up along the sides of it. And when that water came through, it washed a bunch of them out. Well, it caused log jams in this creek, and it caused the water to back up, and it flooded 100 and some homes. Completely destroyed about 25 of them. Made a lot of people homeless. And in this area, I don't think it's flooded. I don't think it's gotten in houses since the 50s. So a lot of these people didn't even have flood insurance because it's not an occurrence that happens very often. Ultimately, the creek's filled up with debris, and it just made a terrible event. There was water 5 and 6 feet deep in people's yards, and just a mess. So what we're doing today is they have been working up this old cottonwood tree that was blocking the creek. Was one of them that's really blocking the creek. Almost 60 inches in diameter, so almost 5 feet in diameter. I don't know what is that in metric, 1.5 meters maybe. Still got the root ball attached to it. Well, they got all of the tree out except for the stump, about 10 feet of the log, and the root ball. They pulled on it with a big rotator, couldn't get it out, actually broke a few chains, and rumor has it the winch rope on the rotator broke. We tried pulling it with excavators, couldn't get it out. So now we're going to go in here with our old Tadano, hook onto this stump, and try to get it out of the creek bed. We got it set up on a narrow road. I'm going to be full span outriggers on the creek side, probably mid span on the opposite side. Power company's going to be there in case we need to shut off power to some overhead power lines that might be in the way. There's some other trees that are probably going to be in the way that I may end up having to fly a man basket so they can cut the tops of these trees out. Someone's going to have to get down in that creek and rig this thing. And the way we're talking about rigging it is the stump's still on its side. It's on its side in the creek bed. Root ball's half covered in mud. I'll probably reach out and choke the end of the stump, pick up on it a little bit, let them get underneath the bottom side with some chainsaws, and cut some pretty significant notches in the trunk. And then they can feed some steel chokers underneath it. And we're going to try to choke this thing and pull it up out of there. I don't know how it's going to go. This might be a complete and total catastrophic event. I don't know. I mean, this is the road we got to set up on, but we got to go up here quite a little ways. You guys will get to see some of the mud, just stuff that people have been dealing with. Looks like we got a dump truck or something sitting on the road. jump out here and take a look around. So I'll walk down here and show you guys a little bit of what they've been dealing with. So there's a bridge over here off to our left, and it got a bunch of the trees jammed up under it, and that blocked the flow of water, and it flooded this entire area down here. So they've got crews everywhere just trying to clean up and get ditches dug back out, people trying to salvage things. Terrible deal. Right now they're taking down some trees where I'm going to sit, trying to get me some room. That's what we're pulling out. Hey Chris, how tall are you? 6'3"? Just trying to give everybody on YouTube a perspective of how tall that thing is, or how big that is. $56. 56 inches? $56 by $51. But they got to get rid of some of these trees so I can get set up. We got power lines on this side of the road, so the power company's coming to take care of those. Root ball's 12 feet. $15 foot of trunk. I'm guessing it doesn't even start moving until we get 40,000 on it. That's my guess. I'll let you guys all guess in comments, and then I don't know, I may divulge in the middle of the video. It's hard to say. If nothing else, I'll say it at the end. But oh, you guys let me know what you think of this gig. There's another one that's probably going to go here before long. Another big cottonwood there. Another one over here. They got 20 inches of rain down here in 2 days. Well, we'll see how it goes. set up on this tree stump, we had to have a skid loader set our mats on one side because of power lines, and yeah, it's been a deal. So like I said earlier, this is this video is sometimes you just have to do things that you just have to do, and well, this is one of those times. Sometimes you have to make things up and make it happen. So we're going to hook a strap on this one end, or hook a chain or choker on this one end and lift it up, and then they're going to run their saw around the bottom side of it. Got a notch clear to the trunk, and we're going to get a choker around it. We're going to see if we can pull this thing up out of here. Hopefully you all can see that. Right there I'm at a 58 foot radius. I'm good for 40,000. And there is a buttload of cameras out here right now. I honestly don't know if I'm going to have enough capacity to pull this out of here with just 2 counterweights. We may have to call for more weights. If this stump doesn't come out of here, what'll happen is next time it rains, or they get a heavy rain, it will catch debris and it will back up again, and it will flood this area all over again. So anyway, that's what we got. We get into some strange stuff every now and then, but this may be the strangest or one of. Oh, not too bad. What do you think of this deal?
Big tree. Where are you going to be loading at?
I'm just going to swing over and set it right behind me.
I think you're all right. I mean,
I think so,
kind of close, but if you want, I got pieces of hardcover I can put on, you know, or something like that, but I don't.
How many volts is that? 7,500?
7,200.
7,200. Yeah, so I got to maintain at least 10 feet?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll be 10 feet away from it.
Okay.
I'm not going to swing any closer than the middle of the road.
It should be right at 10, 12 foot probably, so.
Yeah.
I think it'll be all right. If you're comfortable with it, I'll get out of here.
All right, right now we're just trying to get it picked up a little bit so they can get a notch cut under it. Just let me know if it starts doing anything crazy. It's sinking a little bit. Did it stop moving, Kyle? I think we need to probably throw something more substantial around it. We'll get that orange wrapped, or get the oranges wrapped around it, and then I'm going to level back up. And I would say we're probably going to need another counterweight. How's it looking, Kyle? Everybody's waiting for the show, aren't they? It's gradually losing a little bit of weight, so I'm going to let it hang out here for a few minutes. Be nice to have a fire truck blasting the mud off of it. I don't know if that'd make a difference or not. Surely it wouldn't hurt it. I think it's just rigging sliding. Still moving, or did it stop? Looks like I'm gonna need a big mat and another weight. We're gonna have to move a bunch of stuff, and they're gonna have to come in off of King Hill. Yep, and back into me. He won't be able to turn around. He'll have to just back clear down off of King Hill. Well, there's one just to the east of us here, but I don't know that he'll be able to make that turn. He might be able to in the white truck. So, okie doke. But, wow, this thing's stubborn. Alright, this is round, what, 2? We added some more counterweights. We got 79,000 pounds of counterweight on now. A little different boom configuration. Should give us a little more capacity. About 10,000 more pounds than what we had, which I don't know is still going to be enough to do it. So we'll know in a minute.
Well, are you betting on it?
I'm not a betting man. Everybody clear over there?
Yeah.
I just right up to 41, letting it loose some. I think it's going to be like wiggling a tooth. we got enough battery to record this part of it. We're gonna try to lay it on this trailer. Root ball at the front, lay it down this way. Oh, this thing is not wanting to lay down straight back for me. That's gonna suck. It wants to stand up.
Get up or on that neck of that trailer.
I don't know, it's got so much stuff hanging off this one side, it wants to keep twisting. I know which end's the heavy end. This is gonna be a deal. Oh, mercy. I guess we're gonna try to set it up on the neck of the trailer and lay it down. Alright, so the battery went dead, but you guys didn't miss anything.
Whatever you want to move it, or? Hey, Jimmy, what do you think about, are you able to swing it around the front of you? It just goes right over there, and they'll cut it in 2 chunks and carry it off with the excavator. I don't think we'll have to swing with them trees there. I'll make his way.
I don't know, I'm at a 46-foot radius right there. I'm 38 to my front bumper.
I'm just trying to think of a way to get.
Is there anything in front of me?
No. Where you can handle it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know if you can handle it out there. At that point, they can take that excavator, chuck it out, and carry it off with that thumb.
We can try her. I got a 360 chart.
Right. I didn't know how you felt about it.
I'll try anything once. Is that what they want to do? Bounce that off of them, see what they say. Guess everybody thought it was just going to sit right down on there and lay down. I'll have to admit, I even thought that it would. So now we're going to try to, I guess, take it around the front of us. Set it down, they can manipulate it and do what they need to do. They want to go around the front with it?
You said you want to cut the top pipe off, swing it to the front, and put that root ball back on the trailer back here.
Okay, so they want me to set it back down out here?
Set it down out here, they'll cut it.
I'm going to get it out away from me a little ways. Kyle, see if you can grab all those roots and spin that thing where it's pointing straight away from me. Keep going if it'll go. Get to make a decision. Okay, so now we're picking it back up. We're going to swing it around the front of us and then set it on the ground. And they're going to cut it up in front of us. Hey, Casey, you guys are gonna have to watch my outriggers over there.
What's that?
You have to watch that front corner outrigger. Well, it's getting lighter. Hey, they're not going to be able to lay it down.
What's that?
They're not going to be able to lay it down. It's not going to lay down. There's no point in even trying that. Tell him not even mess with it. Okay, so what happens if he tries to lay it down and then decides to stand back up and flips over on the front of the crane? Just tell him to leave it alone and cut 8 feet off the top of it, move that, and then move the root ball. If he tries to lay it down, it's going to stand right back up. If it'll stay there, get our rigging off of it, and we'll get the crane and everything out of the way, and then he can do what he wants with it. But right now, my fear is if he pulls it down, if it stands back up and comes clear over and lands on the front of the crane, we're going to have a problem. He can do that too if he wants to try, but right now he needs to let go of it, and we can see what it's going to do. Well, we need to get our rigging out of it. That one's stuck in there.
He's gonna stay right there and hold down on it while we all that.
Okay, you're probably gonna have to use a skid loader to yank that steel out. Okay, that's fine.
Good with that.
I just didn't want him to try to lay it down.
No, it could spring back. I see what you're saying. I thought about putting him on the back side, but there's not enough room. So.
If it sprung back and came all the way over.
How do you explain that? So, yeah, we better just do that.
Okay. Alright, so I'm almost out of SD card. I got 2 minutes SD card left, but here's the plan. I got a hold of the top of it with that excavator. I'm cut loose. We're going to get the crane out of here. They're going to do what they want with it. So, I think my part of this is done. What a deal. So, anyway, that concludes another one.